Two spirits of Christmas, hope and despair. There are two spirits alive at Christmas time. And of course these two spirits are alive throughout the year. It's just that they seem to really come to life as we approach the magical day. One brings hope, love, compassion, forgiveness, joy and concern for one another. The other is the opposite. It is the spirit of despair and greed, selfishness and violence. One brings us glad tidings of comfort and joy, while the other proclaims it's all to be humbug. It's nonsense. It's rubbish. It's a delusion. It's a marketing con. It's an opiate that keeps us all in our place. Now, to some extent, both are true. And I suspect that all of us have both spirits within us. I suspect that we feel all of these emotions at times during the Christmas period. I know myself that no matter how much joy and goodwill I will attempt to spread out to my little world, it will not alter the fact that violence will continue and people will still be cruel to one another. None of us are fools. We know that the darker sides of life do not go into hiding during Advent. In fact, maybe they seem worse in this season of light and hope. It's so easy to sink into despair and say there's no hope for humanity. But is this true? There are two spirits alive at Christmas, just as there are throughout the year. Those spirits are alive in all of us. Our task is to feed that loving, hope-filled spirit and not allow the spirit of despair to win out. This is a simple task, but it's not easy. Now, universalism has taught me that the spirit of hope is formed and rooted in the very same place as that spirit of despair. This understanding is key to my personal faith and ministry. I know that from utter despair, hope can grow. Hope and despair are even linked linguistically. In the French language, they share the very same root, espoir and désespoir. Hope and despair grow from the very same place. These two spirits dwell within everyone. And I believe it's humanity's task to bring the spirit of hope alive at this time of year. Actually, I believe that it's our task to bring this spirit to life throughout the year. When I think of the two spirits of Christmas, I immediately think of Scrooge. In many ways, he is the Christmas archetype. If we want to truly engage with the spirit of Christmas, we need look no further than he. He portrays the universal Christmas mythos. He portrays it near perfectly. Remember, he saw everything as humbug. He was beyond all hope, and yet something happened that night. As the ghost visited him, his past, present and future were brought together, and something healed inside of him. He became whole again. Remember that the ghost of Christmas past forced him to not only look back at his past, but to relive it, to truly feel it. He was made to remember what Christmas had once meant before cynicism had taken hold. It showed him both the happiness and the sadness present in his past. There was no sugarcoating. Of course, it's humbug to pretend that all sadness in life is washed away at Christmas time. And yet, while there is sadness present in all life, there is also much love and joy. There is much to be grateful for. Remember that the ghost of Christmas past revealed this to Scrooge. Remember that the ghost of Christmas present showed him the full picture of the world in which he lived, especially at Christmas time. He saw the warts and the beauty spots too. It revealed the affluence as well as the want. It showed Christmas being enjoyed in far-off places, on the high seas, in the lighthouses. It showed every heart being warmed by the season. The universal love that is the Christmas spirit touched something that had become lost in Scrooge. Remember that the ghost of Christmas yet to be brought the reality of Scrooge's own lonely and unmourned death to him. People were either indifferent or actually celebrated his passing. All that he owned was quickly stripped from him. It meant nothing in the end. They even took the curtains from his bed. When the Spirit showed Scrooge his grave, he did not recognise it as his own. He tried to deny it, but the Spirit's finger pointed from the grave back to him. This terrified Scrooge, who cried out that he was a changed man as he begged for mercy, clutching the Spirit's robe. And then from his lips came those immortal words, I will honour Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present and the future. The spirits of all three will strive within me. I will not shut out the lesson that they teach. Scrooge brings the spirit of the Christmas story alive. In this sense, he's perfectly portraying the hero archetype. Through him, the spirit of the Christmas mythos comes to life. This truly is a universal tale. It is for everyone, regardless of time and place. As in Christmas, when seen through this lens, surely Christmas is about honouring life in its wholeness. Surely it's about reconciliation in its completeness. Yes, it's about celebrating the life of hope in life, symbolised by the Christ child. That said, it's also about recognising the darkness also present in all life. Scrooge's redemption teaches the importance of fully acknowledging the past, both our own and the whole of humanity's. It's about uncovering the warts so that we can celebrate the beauty spots. It's about allowing that spirit to fill our hearts in the present and to express it in our lives, for our world really needs it. For the future truly is unwritten. And it is our task to allow that spirit to lead us in the ways of righteousness and loving kindness, so that we can build a land fit for all our futures. We can build temples of hope in all our hearts, in spite of the despair that we see within our own lives and those around us. We can bring glad tidings of comfort and joy, glad tidings of comfort and joy to our world. We can honour Christmas in our hearts and try to keep it for the whole year. We can feel that blessing in our past, present and future, and as we do, we can carry that blessing with us in all that we feel, all that we think, all that we say, and all that we do. We can bring it to life. I invite you now to join with me in a time of prayer. These words of prayer are Christmas prayer by Maureen Killoran. So please be still as we enter together in prayer. Not gold, nor myrrh, nor even frankincense would I have for you this season, but simple gifts, the ones that are hardest to find, the ones that are perfect, even for those who have everything. If such there be, I would, if I could, have for you the gift of courage, the strength to face the gauntlets only you can name, and the firmness in your heart to know that you, yes you, can be a bearer of the quiet dignity that is the human glorified. I would, if by my intention I could make it happen, have for you the gift of connection, the sense of standing on the hinge of time, touching past and future, standing with certainty that you, yes you, are the point where it all comes together. I would, if wishing could make it so, have for you the gift of community, a nucleus of love and challenge to convince you in your soul that you, yes you, are a source of light in a world too long believing in the dark. Not gold, nor myrrh, nor even frankincense would I have for you this season, but simple gifts, the ones that are hardest to find, the ones that are perfect even for those who have everything. If such there be. Amen.